What's up, everybody? It's your boy CJ here, back again with another Back to the Future old cartoons review. Today's video is about is about Codename Kids Next Door. The kids who fight against adult tyranny, and all of them have their own numbers. They go by number. I think from number one to I don't know, like in the 200s or something like that. You got number one, Nigel Uno. Number two is Hoagie P Gilligan. Number three is Cookie. No, yeah, Cookie. I believe so. The girl, Cookie. Wait a minute. Number three is I know I just forgot her name. Um, let me see. Number four is my favorite. His name is Well, yeah, her name is Cookie Sanbon. Yeah, I think that's her name, Cookie Sanbon. That's her last name. Yeah, Kookie, not Cookie, but Kookie. Kuki. Yeah, Kuki. Then you got number four. His name is oh man, I'm just not doing good, but it's Wallaby. Wallaby Beatles. He don't like. I guess no one call him by his name because he don't like his name. And then Abigail Lincoln, number five. And what's so crazy is that her father is based off of Bill Cosby. Cause he talks exactly like Bill Cosby, like. And her mother is French, talks French. So the manger, but the foyer, oh, you know what I'm saying? Cause her father be like, oh, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? And her mother does like the same thing, you know, but she says it in French. You got her sister. Hoagie got a crush on her sister, and her sister is part of the adults because she's older than 18. Because I think yeah, when you become 18, then you're no longer part of the kid. You're becoming an adult, you're no longer a kid, and you have to get your memory erased. Nigel's dad was revealed to be number, I think, 0, which is it was very surprising. It's one of the things movies, I don't know what it was called, but he was like number 0, and he didn't even know it until then. You know, his father revealed it because his father got his brain was the memory that is I think it was called not devirtualized. I forgot what it was called, but basically he got his memory back. Not, it didn't come back to him, but I think the little machine thing gave his back his memory or something like that. Then you got Chad. He's number I think the name numbers 260 or something like that. One something. He was the whole time he was an adult. He was over 18, and it was like the whole time no one didn't even know because when it was his birthday, number 360 or something. Nah, I can't think of his number, but it'll come to me before I made it. But it was his birthday, and basically he made it where nobody. He basically made it where the party invitations didn't get mailed out, so no one would know that it was his birthday. And then Nigel found out it was his birthday, and then Chad framed everybody else 2, 3, 4, and 5, and made it where all four of them got their memories erased. And then Nigel saying that we're still kids, you know what I'm saying? And like the leader of the K&D, I think her name is I don't know her number, but that's what Nigel was trying to convince her that they're all still young, they're still kids, and she didn't believe him until like towards the end. Chad finally got they finally he got his memory. I think he got his memory erased, or if he didn't, then obviously he then became an adult. Well, he was already adult, but he became the bad guy, and now he's fighting against Kid Next Door. It's cool because like each Kids Next Door has their own different like their own base, and they got the moon base where like the other main higher number of kids stay at live at. Because they got like kids all in, because all this like it's like 1 through like at least 200 or so, you know what I'm saying? Let me get to the episodes because I already 5 minutes in and haven't talked about none about episodes I remembered. Um, well, let's not forget the delightful children from down the lane. That one episode was the one episode on they had what they do. They have kids like they have a whole bunch of kids tied up, and they love to watch the kids watch them eat their cake. And I remember one episode on I think it was the bunnies or something like that. No, the hamsters. And they had the hamsters on all. Cause what's so cool is that no, that's the chicks. My bad, it was the chicks. And they all was attracted to Nigel because they had a whole bunch of eggs and they all hatched. And the chicks end up forming an armor like a freaking like a machine type thing for Nigel. And then at the end, the chicks all took a dump on the cake. And then Nigel was like, cause dang, Hoagie number 2 was like, hey man, he was like number 1. They pooped on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Just let him have it. And he was like, he did like that, like the cake, man. And said, oh, okay, you can have the cake. And this one they had on TV where like all the kids at home was tied up, and they ate the cake, and it was disgusting because all those chicks pooped on the cake. Number 6 was actually the skunk that joined them, and then one episode he got ran over, and so he was in the hospital. And number 5's sister was going to get rid of number 6, and it was too it was, but it was ended up too late because number 2 had upgraded number 6, the skunk, and basically he ended up attacking number 5's sister. You got one episode where number 4's father took him on, like father son at his job, and it was a whole bunch of girls, and he was the only guy. And then I remember his boss was going to have all the girls into like one room, and then Nigel, oh no, no my bad, number 4 got mixed up with them, and apparently number 3 was with them too, and he was basically going to shoot them off into the moon. Cause he told them he hit all the girls together like in the rainbow monkey party thing, and Nigel was stuck. No, my bad. Number 4 was stuck in there with them, and eventually they had like a little opening where the whole time number 4 kept trying to break out of it, but it didn't work, and then he ended up telling everybody that we gotta get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be in here, and then all the girls were saved. Number 4, he was the last person, and he it did explode, but he was like the last person, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't get off in time, but he was okay after that. Everybody has I think almost everybody has their own arch enemy. Like the Tollinator, he doesn't like number 4. He don't like number 4. He's the suckiest villain, you know what I'm saying? Because he's toilet. He got toilet. It's a cool thing he does because he can shoot like it's sort of cool, but he sucks. You got Mr. Boss, which is the leader of those bad guys, but the main bad guy is Father, which is the father of the life of children. Um, he controls fire. You know what I'm saying? Because like his whole it's like a fire. It's actually like a fire suit. Because one episode where that same episode about I think Nigel's dad. Yeah, because that's his uncle. Yeah, I believe that's his uncle. I think if I'm correct, that's his uncle. And I think no. I forget, yeah, I am right because I think they were brothers. I think Nigel's father, and then their grandpa. He had turned he had got as soon as he was evil, and he was turning people into he was touching them and turning them into like evil old people, like evil zombies and stuff like that. And I think he stole father's. Cause father he didn't want to fight. He like, man, forget all that, you know what I'm saying? And then they basically had to team up with him. That was crazy because I did not know that was a mind blowing situation knowing that father, if I'm correct, is Nigel's uncle, and then that's their grandpa. Um, you got one episode where they thought that it was this location up on the hill, and they thought that was like a bad, because all the teenagers would gather up there, and they thought that number 1, 2, 3, and 4, they all thought that was like a, because they was gonna do something up there, like they was gonna do something bad. And basically it wasn't. It was just like a regular skating dance thing that was happening up there. And Nigel prepared like his mustard cannon, and it was going to shoot and then cover the whole the whole thing in mustard. And apparently the dude, like the owner, told him that he told him it was just a party, nothing bad, you know what I'm saying. And he tried to disarm it, but it didn't work. So they shot Mustard. There you go. And then they had to dance. They had to dance in their treehouse. Let me think. I mean, a lot of episodes. Obviously, you had it where Hoagie got lucky in this miniature golf game, and this dude, he kept getting mad at Hoagie because and Hoagie was saying that, dude, it's just miniature golf. It's not a big deal. And dude was like, big deal? And so he turned Hoagie into like a size of a golf ball. And then Hoagie got so lucky and he ended up beating old dude. Yeah, one episode where it was a head lice. And the Life of Children, I think they gave number 5, no, yeah, because number 5 had tripped, and they gave her a hat that was infested with lice. And so she was scratching her head and all that. The lice was eating all their hair, and the only way to start it was shooting them with nacho cheese, because they had to go all the way down to the thing that's like basement. They had to go to where they kept the nacho cheese and start taking them all out. Eventually they did do it, but they eventually lost all their hair, and so they did the same thing to the Life of Children. And they tripped them because and the old dude that had the helmet, his helmet fell off, and then when they gave him back the helmet, it had lights in it. You know what I'm saying? So they got them back with that. And what's so funny is that they all walked together. All 5 of them, the Life of Children for down one, they all walked together. You know what I'm saying? Because there was one episode that the dude with the helmet, he became good, but I think it was a trick. Yeah, it was a trick, I believe. So and then he betrayed the kid next door. You got one episode where let's not forget the Tommy, Hoagie's brother. The Tommy. it's kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? Kind of funny. Cause one episode where they was having a tube race, and whoever wins get to eat the children's cake. And Hoagie, he was using his father's tube, because he kept saying, because he called it barf tube or something, tube or something like that. And he almost won, because all the other kids was gonna get mixed into their cake batter. So Hoagie went back and freed everybody, and it was like a freaking like a 30-way tie for first place. And Hoagie had second place. He didn't get no trophy. Everybody else had a trophy. They did have this episode like a side thing with Tommy, this boy with a yo-yo, and this one girl that when she gets mad, she goes nuts. And you had where I think father tried to invade the moon base, and so Tommy was able to stop them. And I think they gave him the number T, which is not even a number, but he got that number. That letter it was stupid, it was crazy. One episode where everybody got sick. Cause it's just the dude is a boss, not a boss. He's the bad guy that he has a cold. He constantly has a cold, and everybody cause Tommy was distracting Hoagie, because he was about to cause they was fighting him, and Hoagie, cause basically everybody got sick. Well, yeah, everybody got sick, and then Hoagie ended up helping that dude build a machine, and then Hoagie eventually, well, Cause he was using everybody's sickness to power his machine. And then Hoagie ran all the way home, and his mother used a chicken soup cannon, and then destroyed it. And there you go. Everybody had chicken soup to get better. You got the ice cream man. He had like the snow cone. We got like a turtle shell on his back. We got one episode where Nigel was swamped with work, and so they basically put him to sleep. And he went. Abigail, number 5, forced him to go to sleep, and they said that they basically had to make sure nothing bad happens to keep Nigel to stay asleep. All type of things happening, all this type of noise, and then he still didn't wake up, so probably he did not wake up from all this noise. But at the end, well, Abigail had said, "Boy, that was a relief," and then Nigel said, "Number 5, I'm trying to get some sleep," and she was like, "What the?" You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, he went to the bathroom, he was walking, eyes closed, nothing. He didn't hear none of that noise, but when she said that one thing, because she said it kind of loudly, he heard her. He had a girlfriend named Lizzie, and then there was one episode they broke up because I forgot. It was I think his treehouse went crazy, and then eventually they broke up because she couldn't handle it. She was like, you know what, you know what I'm saying? But hold on, let me charge up my computer. But I think that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot more episodes, but this video is getting pretty long, so that's all I have to say. Like the video, click that like button, leave a comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.